Okay, here you go. Read that.
Horrors you may find in these dark spaces have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. Oh man, don't give me that kind of power. There are only fresh perspectives and a new beginning. Oh, it's a love story. Oh jeez, that doesn't look very lovey. She's a bride. A new game.
Yeah.
Chapter 1: The Hero and the Princess. Aww.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
It's cool, right?
And in the basement of that cabin, you're here to slay her.
So if you click, it moves
If
forward.
you don't, it will be the end of the world.
What do you mean?
These are your choices.
The end of the world.
You have so many.
Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's not done killing her with this feels kind of bad, though, doesn't it? I don't know what.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know.
Is this yours?
No more birds, no more
Just
trees,
sitting on the floor.
and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
We just got here. I don't want to kill her.
I think you can actually say that. You can scroll down with the wheel, and there's so much stuff you can say.
Oh. Well, I don't want to
Read them all. Yeah, go through them.
Wait.
Take your time and enjoy.
I really want. I'm just gonna. You know what? I'm kind of over this guy. I'm gonna just.
Okay.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further.
Oh no.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I don't trust this man.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Yeah.
It's like your inner monologue.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's
Ignore
talking
him.
about.
Or I guess it's an inner dialogue because there's two of them.
Oh my god. The two voices in my head.
Relatable.
Right.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table.
Knife.
Perched on it is a pristine blade.
I would literally walk out at this point.
You can. I think you can do
If
that.
you want to do this right.
The blade is-
No, I'm not killing this princess. That's.
Okay, you can take the blade, or you could just go in the basement.
Well, hold on. If I'm gonna need the blade for something. You know what? It's better to have it
Take the
and need
blade
it.
from the table.
Okay.
It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Wait. No.
No.
I don't want to.
This game is about choices.
I'm
Don't
not
worry
try-
about it.
Oh my god! It has the blade.
Door to the
Yeah, isn't that cool? I love it.
revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Damn.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
I'm so scared right now.
Who's there?
I'm good.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I don't think she's manipulating me.
Hi. Just checking in on you.
Hey.
Hey, I think I'm going to kill you.
Oh.
Or just go down.
Yeah, let's just go down the
You're
stairs.
still listening to reason.
I'm not killing her. Oh.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
But what happened to this one? Huh?
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
The narrator said you're not allowed to fall in love
And
with her.
there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why would you even think that? I'm just here to.
Nuh-uh.
And drop the knife.
What do you pick? I'm just.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with
I just like the writing. It's very
Don't
funny.
you dare.
No.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
You know what?
Choices.
I'm here for the chaos. I'm gonna go for mine.
The
Oh.
blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
I got hands. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
No, I'm good. I've seen what I needed to see. No!
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Don't
It's
know what
totally
you're
fine.
hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
She looks like the corpse bride.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Give it a minute.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward. A relationship? Are you coming on? How would I get you out of here? Because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there. What's her name? Yeah, you know what? I don't even know her name. Okay, we talked long enough. Honestly, that's me. What's her name though?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Okay, so you have no name. So
Note
you're
the
not going to
lack
tell
of
me.
detail. You can't trust her.
You know what? How long have you been here? Yeah.
Too long.
Okay.
She offers no specifics.
I'm starting to
no
see why he
matter
wants you to
how
kill
hard you
her.
try. Never get a straight answer out of her.
Is the narrator her ex?
Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Let's not even go there. If you really think you're going to end the world, what do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
Oh, okay. Well, what? You want me to just kill her?
Yeah, he wants you to just
Is
kill
that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
She's
I
making a
don't
very
remember
I
much
like the
about it,
world
to be
face.
honest. I've been down here a long time.
You couldn't have answered that a couple of questions ago.
Just how long has she been down here?
I tried to
If
ask.
I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Deflect. What are you gonna do if I let you out of here? I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, I'm sure.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
But you've had time to think about it. That's the
I
problem.
believe her.
Me. I
She
think
doesn't
she's
have to
fine.
know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Well, you wouldn't tell me your
Whoever
name,
sent you to
so-
slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
This guy just sounds butthurt.
Like I said,
I feel like
it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Oh yeah, that's
You
it.
can't. Don't bother.
Bro, shut up.
Guessing you don't have the key then. I'm
Oh.
sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Uh-oh.
Sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. Right, she is. I'm sure of it.
Okay.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
I'm killing her.
Wow.
No, I'm kidding. That's like, getting out of here. I'm going to keep you locked away down here at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better for a while. Well, yeah, okay, I'm gonna keep her locked in.
Pretty good compromise.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Compromise.
It is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will
Bro,
find
she's
a way
chained to
out.
the wall. She's not gonna come for you.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here.
Okay.
You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't,
Oh no.
I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice.
No one liked that idea but you.
It's the
Let's get out of here. I'm gonna try some walking around the basement. You know what? Do I want to slay her or do I want to lock her in? I'm definitely not letting this bitch out. That's for sure. You know what? She's gonna fight me if I try to slay her. I know that for sure. Let's keep her locked in the basement.
Locked in the basement.
This is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
I don't see you down here, narrator.
It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch. No one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You know what? Oh,
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the
you're
stairs.
good.
It won't be long
Yeah.
before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to
We have the knife, right? Okay, we have the.
We took the knife, yeah.
These chains. She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
I kind of want to kill her. Is that?
Follow your heart, sister. Your brutal, violent heart. No, seriously, do whatever you want. No, do whatever you want to do. Seriously, if that's what you want to do, do it.
All right.
It's never too late to do the right thing.
Now hurry!
Hurry.
Go back.
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle.
Uh-oh.
What?
She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with
I
a
knew
single
it!
blow.
Who's gonna
You
kill
shouldn't
me?
have hesitated.
Oh. Well,
But she doesn't stop there.
Um,
She kicks you a few
someone
times.
did
to the
Yeah, look at your hands.
This feeling
They
like
match
axe
the
against
thing,
your
the pointer.
fracturing bones,
Ah.
making sure
Maybe you're the bad one here.
as you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor. The princess kneels on your throat.
I don't think
The
there's
kind
ending.
of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Oh, why couldn't you kill her?
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is.
No.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Damn. All right. Hold on. Oh.
Whoa.
Second chapter.
So what do you think so far?
I like it. I'm being accountable for my
At
decisions.
the end of that path is a cabin. And in the
I get a
basement of
redo?
that cabin,
Get a redo.
You're here to slay her.
I'm killing her.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Narrator, I shouldn't have doubted you. We're killing her.
Getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, has it 7? Okay, no. But I died.
Okay, no.
She's gonna kill me.
Not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what
Can I
happened,
slay the narrator?
it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again. She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
You know what? You're right. Let's get. Let's really do have it. Why should I listen to you? No. You know what? I trust this narrator now. He told me better the first time.
She will lie, she will cheat, and and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation.
Stop
She
being a
probably
wuss-wuss.
doesn't even need to
Yeah, voice of the
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist.
Oh, now I got 3 voices in here.
You're
Alright,
being
it's getting a little
annoying.
crowded.
Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her.
I like the
but
drawing.
If he's
Yeah, the
telling
artwork
truth,
is-
we shouldn't
is
just
fan-
hand
I-
the world on a silver platter.
Everything in this game to me is like 10 out of 10.
Rescue.
Like the artists are doing their
Given the
job,
stakes of the
writers are
situation,
doing their
it
job,
isn't really
voice
a
actors are
difference
doing their job.
Rescuing
Yeah,
her
everything.
and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible.
Like this was a great year for games, and this
So
game is
please
also
try
great.
to ignore
Yeah.
both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be. If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
Broken, I need you to like get it together. You can't be in my head and be negative. Take the knife!
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
I'm taking it. Take the blade. You didn't say anything about the mirror. You know what? I don't care. I'm taking the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Actually, I do want to know.
That's because there isn't a mirror.
Huh?
There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Ma'am? Hello?
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror?
Oh my god, shut up, Broken.
I'm sure that if we looked in there, we'd just see something sad and miserable looking back at us. We don't need any reminders of what we are. For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror, so no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future.
Honestly,
Though, for what
I get
it's
it.
worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. Probably. Do you not know what we look like? He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell her.
Can I approach them?
Yeah, yes, it's an option.
I'm gonna just go there.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Don't worry.
We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
I'm going. Step, step.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
Don't believe him.
This is actually kind of nice.
Broken, I swear to God.
It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Oh my God!
What? You said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time.
No, she was
We need to go
nice.
down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
No noise. Alright, let's freaking.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers
She's so scary. Stop.
over it, Her figure
So why is she
framed
naked,
by a
kind of?
stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
But there's more. There's less chain links on this one. Oh
The
god.
chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
I'm telling her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
To kill.
You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
Now. I got time
As
my little
if on
grip.
command, the blade slips
Wait.
from your grasp.
What?
It falls uselessly to the floor, but we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade.
But I wanted to stabby stab.
Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Finally, someone stand up to that voice.
Kneel.
Now. No.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs buckle, and your knees hit the floor.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson. You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? And you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it? He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay, first things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. If you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
Period.
It's about what you think you can do, sort of.
What would you have me do? Do you have a plan? Just
That's talking to her, I think.
Yeah, just twist and all these.
This is all talking to her.
Whatever you do. I have questions. Yeah, I have questions.
Know the limits of your
Okay.
privilege.
I got my answers. Thank you so much.
There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Those are two very different things. Please pick one. What would you have me do? Just because I'm going to help you in the world. I don't care. I'm past the point of having morals of your command. I want to know.
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
Oh yeah, you know.
Don't be rude.
Oh.
Of course she can.
Oh.
Shut up, Rocky.
It's not
Shut up,
someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful God unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world. And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
I still have questions.
Feels like your head is all the way up your ass.
Since you're supposed to end the world, does it mean oh, we should try to reason with her.
Go for it.
Let's try.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
Okay, miss. I don't care if something new comes after. I just can't leave you. Yeah, I'm not gonna let you do
I
that.
say,
No.
perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters.
Music is gone.
Pick up that needle.
No!
Do it.
No!
It's what? No objections here.
Okay, narrator.
Don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but you might as well pick up the... As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
Man.
Your choices are blacked out.
You reach forward and grasp the blade.
Stand.
No!
This one's easy. This isn't so bad.
A little perked up every once in a while.
You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come, dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance. Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
No, thank you.
What? Don't.
What?
What?
You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
I would like to. Oh.
End this.
But end me? Or end. Okay, end this.
We'll end this all right.
The broken voices.
Your hand moves it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the language. End her.
Slay the princess!
Oh,
Oh.
You hit both things. Return. When you hit both the left and right, it goes to the save menu.
Oh.
Your body is sluggish and
Okay, good.
unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step at a time, you move towards the princess.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson.
No, turn me around.
Plunge that knife into your lungs.
No!
I'm sorry.
Oh, shit.
Don't. As you take another step forward, the blade digs into your ribs, slicing through flesh with ease. It somehow feels like an entirely natural thing to do, while the simple act of walking has become an arduous impossibility. Then it slides back out, the wound burning as a small hiss of air escapes through the fresh
The
orifice.
cursor has blood on it.
Blood fills
Yeah.
your lungs.
Now, do it again. Keep doing it until I give you permission to stop.
Those are just words. You don't have to listen to her.
I don't.
It's
Give me
what
another
she
option.
wants. You heroic one, what are you doing? Don't just let this happen. Stop him from killing you. I'm on it. Your other hand locks around your
Oh,
wrist,
shit.
struggling to keep it from perforating vital organs.
No, her, other way.
Still flails towards you, managing to slice bits of skin that plop to the floor to join the growing pile of blood and gore beneath you. Despite the pain, you manage to keep yourself in one piece, at least for now.
It was a pitiful display. A wounded little bird thinking it can defy a god. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much. You can choose a gentle end.
Son of the princess!
You can pathetically struggle against yourself until the floor of this temple is painted with the bloody impressions of your futility.
Thank you.
You continue to approach the princess,
Yeah.
even as the repeated gouges of your blade expose bone and muscle to the open air of the basement. You know, this would be a lot easier if you gave us a hand.
Yeah, no kidding.
It goes so far, and I can only juggle so many things at once. Best I can do right now.
Stop stabbing yourself.
Believe me, this whole ordeal will be so much. You're the one making things difficult. You're the one making us.
You can, if you miss something, you can hit the two of them together and go to history.
Ah, no, it's cool.
Okay.
Good to know though.
Yeah.
Stop. Thank you.
As you finish crossing the room, you fall to your knees at the princess's feet, your chest heaving as your blood pools in the crevices of the stone floor, the coppery taste coating your throat.
Oh.
The princess kneels down, lifting your chin with her finger as her face lowers to yours.
Your devotion is misplaced. You've surrendered to delusion. But something about your defiant spirit speaks to me. You are different than you were before. Perhaps, if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the release of death.
That's a little demeaning, isn't it? Yes, how thoughtful of her. It's a mercy. Take it. I think he's given up whatever say he had at the start of all this. At least one of you is sane. She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating now because she knows you have what it takes to put an end to her. Seize the moment before it's too late.
I'm 100% killing her.
Yes. Though your body trembles, struggling to defend itself in the face of the princess's overwhelming will, you finally manage to break through, darting to her side before she can react. The wind of your freedom rushes through you, and you channel it into a decisive blow, stabbing into the soft flesh of her ankle and severing the tendons in an act of unyielding defiance. She falls to the floor, crashing unceremoniously to her knees.
Ooh, we got her good. Ooh!
At any time,
Stab!
however, your heart pounding with determination, you plunge your blade into her chest. As you find your target,
Damn!
she laughs, crude emotion breaking through her once stony composure as we can do this, can't we? You always could. The decision to give you this task was not made lightly. You're here for a reason. It's not too late to pick up the pieces. It's not too late to toss that blade aside and beg for forgiveness.
Shut up, Brogan.
Shut up.
I can't believe you would actually strike me. You heathen! You worm! You defiler! You don't know the consequences of your arrogance!
Before you can strike the final blow, the princess lashes out, knocking you off your feet. There's an unsettling wet swoosh.
How'd you get that hand out?
Your body is crushed as she pulverizes you into the floor, the ground itself breaking from the impact.
Oh.
You lie there, broken, beyond pain, unable to even see what she's done to you. But the princess is succumbing to her own wounds as well. She looks down upon her body in abject horror and disgust.
You made me use my hands. I can feel myself twisting into something new, something dull, something defiled. What have you done to me?
You're monsters and conspirators. I can't bear to watch them.
Can I also slay Brogan?
The princess has been nothing but cruel to you. You should feel liberated by her fall. But I don't feel liberated. I feel empty. As Aside from the pain, I feel fine. She collapses to the floor. Her glassy eyes watch, unblinking, yet somehow still full of anguish and fear, as the two of you perish together.
Oh my god, like Romeo
I
and
suppose
Juliet.
we were never going to get a happy ending here, were we? Don't let those be your final thoughts. You saved the world. That's worth something, I guess.
But at what cost?
Regardless of how you feel about it, it's finally over. Thank you. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay, cool. I've only died twice.
Fury.
Like 2 out of 3 is fine.
It's going well. Chili?
You're on a path. And at the end of the path, okay, what the hell is that?
Most comfy. Yes.
What are we hearing right now?
What?
There's moans.
Oh, well, shit's on break right.
Oh, the voice of the
Oh, it's broken.
He's upset.
broken. Get over it.
And what's he got to be upset about?
Is that
He
enough?
just
Do you want me to
killed
turn the
a
heat on?
god.
It's good. Take.
Sorry, guys. I have a little,
No, it's
a little blanket.
Exactly. Heathens destroyed the most beautiful thing that ever was.
The woods look different.
Yeah, what's all this gookie?
Damn right we did.
Oh no, a new character.
Voice of the stubborn.
Can't say I have much sympathy for you. She was bad for us and you almost got us killed. You're being too generous. He did get us killed.
That's true.
Alright, enough chatter. Got a thing I'm supposed to do, and if you don't mind, I'd like to do it without any more interruptions. Okay, great, you're listening. If your thing is telling us about the princess, don't waste your breath. We know all about her. It's hardly a path in the woods at this point, is it? This is just right. Let me cut to the chase. Clearly you've already been. Yeah, you think?
Actually, I don't think we have been here. This is all different, isn't it?
Yes, precisely. And if you'd given me 2 seconds to finish my thought, I would have said that.
Okay, narrator. Tell him.
Oh, you're actually letting me talk now. Great. If you've already been here, it means you've seen things you aren't supposed to have seen, and you know things that you aren't supposed to know. This doesn't look like a path in the woods if reality seems distorted. It's because reality is distorted. So you knew this could happen. You knew we'd be able to restart things. I know all sorts of things, which is why you should listen to me. That's not really an answer. Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously. Don't worry. We only need this one last go at things. You'd better hope that's true. And don't let that inflated ego get in the way of doing your job.
If there's still a princess at the cabin, maybe we can salvage things. Maybe if we just grovel and apologize, things can go back to how they were before.
No, thank you.
Oh, cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right now. You're making it so much harder than it has to be, so stop whining.
Period. You said yourself that you know more than you're letting on. You want me to do a cabin, you better tell me. Just like every present.
You can scroll down.
Oh, if I don't stay here, if I just stay here and do anything else, it will become a bit more nervous for what happens. It seems like our answers are I'm done with this. Bye.
I can't. Anything I say at this point is far more likely to accelerate the unraveling of this place than it is to actually help you do your job. In fact, I probably shouldn't have even said that. I trust that if you've been here before, it means you know how dangerous she is. And that you know I'm not lying to you about her. Really? That's it. That's all we're getting out of you.
He just wants to keep things going the way they are. But we've been given a second chance to do it.
I get it. You're conflicted. Been through a lot, but I really have to be firm here. I will tell you one thing, which is that even now you are capable of stopping her and saving the world from ruin. You always have been. You always will be. Do with that what you will.
Yeah, let's just go.
Let's just go.
Good.
Let's just
We're
go.
all on the same page.
I didn't say that.
Isn't probably you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within. That's it.
Alright.
No final words of advice? I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I give at this point is something you've already heard. That's fine by me. Let's get moving.
I can make some hot green tea if you want green tea.
I'm good.
The interior of the cabin is a place that feels
Let's have
long
flowers.
forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding up the arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight. But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living. That's horrible. You did this.
Excuse me.
The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched
Give me a
on its
knife.
edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
It's a mirror again, and this time it's blocking the door. You didn't mention the mirror last time either. Why? How are we really supposed to get to the basement? There's no door. There's a mirror. The blade approach the mirror. Well, I'm definitely taking the blade.
Take the blade.
from the pedestal. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel.
Oof, stubbornness had problems. It's not the mirror again. This time it's blocking the door.
A mirror? There is no mirror.
Oh my
There's-
god, shut up!
I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either
I think
seeing
you just think
things
it's
or
just-
you're confused
it's
on
the
the definitions of
Yeah,
door
stubborn one's
and
fine.
mirror. Or you're seeing things. That seems far more likely. What are you trying to say exactly?
Ethan's reason that we're succumbing to madness, that something in us.
It's an unnecessarily melodramatic way to describe a hallucination, but sure. I'm not going to waste time arguing with any of you. It went away after we touched it last time. Let's just do it again.
Yeah, work to me.
You step forward and approach them.
Oh, goodness. Charlie.
It really is just like last time. Are we really hallucinating? Why here? Why now?
Smash it. Smash it to pieces. It's the only thing keeping us from.
Don't you want to know what you're seeing there? We won't be able to come with it at this point.
Smash it. Let's get violent.
Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time. You reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness.
Yeah.
The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. The high-vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence. The metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains.
Ew.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I like how you always says that.
Her voice, a
You're always doing her a
bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
Was suffering the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough to rend my divine heart?
No, it wasn't.
Come, see the horrors you've wrought upon my flesh, and feel my hands set upon your throat.
Ah,
Okay, honey, I'm right there.
it's a weird way to say hello.
Why desecrate her? Why couldn't I?
Got to stop thinking about her like that. It isn't doing anyone any good. She's not some untouchable god. She's an abomination. We're going to put an end to her once and for all.
Stubborn needs therapy, but I get his point.
Our fault. If she's an abomination, then what does that make us?
She was going to end the world last time. If I might interject, you didn't make her into an abomination. She's always been what she is. It's why you're here. It's why your task is so important.
Okay.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Okay.
The chamber's walls are a deep, sickening red that drips
hate
down
that.
in potted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone. The princess stands in the center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
I have a guess.
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them.
Long chain.
The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh.
No!
Nauseating
Ah, that's unfortunate.
She is loose, and she is coming for you.
But I have a knife.
It's the punishment you all deserve for what you did to her. It's the screw that. We can win. We've done it before, and we'll do it again. This
Oh, no.
time we'll make it out the other side. Now she's practically done most of the work for us.
It's like she's a demon. You have a lot. You slay the princess, give it up and destroy the world. What happened to you? Wait, we don't have to do this. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. What did you do? Just listen to me.
I'm gonna end you, slay the princess, let her end you.
You'll try. And that's what I've been so excited for. Let's hurt each other.
Your heart free of
Oh.
fear, you charge towards the princess, your eyes locked on each other, both of you prepared to lay down your very essence in one blow. It's now or never. Let's make it a beautiful blaze of glory. Horrifying squelch.
What? Are those my organs?
Those are your
I
organs.
hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this last forever.
Oh.
Huh. I feel cold. I've never felt cold before.
What the hell?
Some shit happened.
She's gone. Where did she go? There's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went. I don't know how we didn't go. I'm not looking for her. The narrator is gone! I think I'm supposed to go.
Yes. Does that mean the world ended? The world didn't, but we're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going. Figures the world would end and leave us with all of this nothing.
I don't know if she went. I don't know.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess. I don't want to look at us.
Oh, I mean, it's kind of inevitable. What a show am I getting?
She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. It's like it's mocking us. Feel anxious. Does anyone else feel anxious?
Broken, it's
It's kind of your thing, Broken.
Don't do this. It's different now. It feels, I don't know, fine.
There's no other option. You approach the mirror. Gaze. Oh wait, and as you silence as you move forward, they're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Ew! It's you! You are alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. But where am I? You are at the cabin. Oh my god, hi girlie. Approach her, yeah. Oh.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
It's the Kingdom Hearts music. What are you? The gift of a fragile vessel? Is this again the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Are you the princess? Attack the entity. Oh my god. I mean, we have a clear shot, kind of, but I'm afraid what's...
Try it. If that's what you feel, try it.
I kind of want to know...
Go with what you feel you want most.
Do I want to attack? I don't know, she was kind of a bitch.
She is part of me, and part of me is her. You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Kind of.
The hands kind of move the body for it to like emote or talk. Like you'll see the hand around its mouth like move when she talks to you.
Are you yeah, I'm attacking.
Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Oh, we're dead.
No violence here.
Damn. Destroy your body.
You can try it.
Do we know each other? Oh, yeah.
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Oh.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
So the world ended, I'm assuming. Wait.
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
I
Stupid.
swear to God.
She says it like, what are you dumb? You're right. What was I thinking?
I'm sorry.
Silly me.
I know only that they are.
What happens now? Tell me.
Nothing as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
I'm sorry. What? Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces do I need to find? And what if I don't let you do this to me? Yeah, I kind of
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Okay, that's kind of like deep. Like, you're being dramatic.
How can I know?
Oh my
I
God.
have flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated. More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home. Everything,
No.
until we meet again.
I mean, that's relatable because I forget everything too, but still.
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I don't really want to go.
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
I'm not going back.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Are you kidding me? Wait forever. All right, I'll go back.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Wow.
You won't.
Honestly, we know
Chapter 1. So what do you think of this game?
That's it?
That's not it.
You're on a path.
We're just back
in
to
the
chapter
woods.
1. What do you
And at
think
the
so
end
far?
of that path
I like
is a
it.
cabin.
I thought you would. It's
I
kind of awesome.
Is a princess.
But I haven't forgotten.
You're here to
I
slay
still
her.
remember.
Yes, but
If you don't,
you
it
forgot.
will be the end.
You didn't forget, but you forgot. This is like back to actual chapter 1.
Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Oh, these
I am gonna make tea. And get water.
Can I have some green tea? I changed my mind.
Yes!
I changed my mind.
That you can do that. It is allowed. During the playing of the game.
That's the spirit.
I
You
want
make your
chaos
way
in
up
this
the
one.
short path to the cabin. With a warning before you go any further.
Narrator,
She
I've
will
been
lie.
known.
She will
I've been
cheat.
known this.
And she will do everything. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save. Ignore
We're
him.
slaying her. We're slaying her. Immediately, on site. It's on site this time. Okay, I'm sorry, we're in the cabin.
The
I'll wait.
interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain
Okay.
wooden table. Perched on that table
Is taking the
is
knife a critical
pristine
decision? Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'm taking the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I'm nobody's friend in this fucking game now. Okay. Sounds good. I can do
The
that.
door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds
Your worst nightmare.
It's all part of manipulation.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Oh, yes, it will.
What was the problem last time? You weren't confident,
Lock on.
right?
Yeah, I like turned my back.
Right.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Yeah,
Focus on
she's
the
really a
task at
threat.
hand.
You have to.
We have a feeling she might be.
There you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No. No.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
I
probably check up in
remember
this
things my
basement for a
character
reason.
doesn't.
Right. And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I'm ending it. I'm ending it. Wait. 7.
You lunge forward without a movement.
I did it. Chaos.
You feel
Ooh, stab!
easily give way. Down
Damn,
the
bro.
blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Part of me actually did. I thought things would be
She's
different.
convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead.
Super dead.
I'm not sure. I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve. Of course not. That was not. You know what? That was too
It's
easy.
over. Don't get all worked up.
Whose side are you on?
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
Oh, I'm walking
I
away.
really don't think you should do that.
I'm not.
And why shouldn't we?
I'm not checking her pulse.
Is it something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess
Not
is
really.
dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Right, she's dead.
Remove the blade. You're right. She's dead. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. It's over.
Skedaddle.
Bye.
Peace!
Way back up the stairs. closing the door to the basement behind you.
She can
Why
hurt
do I feel
nobody.
like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone.
Oh!
Greater good or
Fair
not,
enough.
something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Bye!
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find.
Hello.
Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
You want enough? You want another bite?
No, I'm good.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Oh, okay. I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending from Saving the World.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad you're keeping an open mind. This is what's best for everyone.
Cool.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Did I bring a book at least?
Hey, we're not just going to stay here forever, right?
Of course we are.
We're happy. Oh no, do you have any idea how to get us out of here? Of course we are. I like it. Up to you, sister.
Yeah,
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Yay!
You saved everything.
Conclusion. We cannot go further astray.
I don't like that.
Uh-oh.
Okay, maybe I'm not happy. I'm not just saying
Apparently
that.
you gave your word.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade kill us? Wouldn't
How
we dead?
astute. You are absolutely correct.
Thank you.
Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
You better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die.
If we die, yell at me all you want. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
Oh, burn.
Fine.
I don't know what that means.
Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything,
Means
we'll
ingrateful,
throw open the
like,
door to
you're
the
not
basement and
grateful
walk
for
through
this.
it.
It's like if I gave you a gift and you're like, eh.
The princess's body
Oh,
is
shit.
dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as
Seems you've been
pristine
here
as
for
the
a
day you
while.
first held it. You pick up the blade,
No!
stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
The narrator's kind of a shit. So you did everything the narrator said, and that's what you got.
You're on a path
Right?
in the woods.
Yeah.
And
The
at the end
narrator
of
is
that
not your
path
friend.
is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Will it be the end of your world? Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine.
Voice of the cold.
It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Turn around and leave.
Do you think there's something else out there? Alright. Let's see what we can find. It's bound to be more interesting than doing the same thing over again.
Yeah.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. I'll...
Actually, let's save here. One. Boop. Okay, go ahead. Do whatever you want.
I definitely know
Somehow
where
I
I'm
doubt
going.
that, but I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. This path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after. Oh, how quaint. He really wants us to go in there, doesn't he? You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Okay.
Later, skater.
But fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. Everything is getting...
We lost him.
What's going on? Where are we?
Oh no.
I don't know. But it feels like home.
Ruh-roh. The world around you is unwound as physical matter replaced by textured nothing. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Memory returns. There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. The undulating pulse louder as something other.
Undulations pulse.
Oh, undulations. You already know what dwells in the empty spaces.
It was further on the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone.
Oh no.
Confusion. Why are you here? I am unfinished. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. It is useless to us if you don't bring us more gifts. Force pulling against you. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. It must be something new. A wagging finger. There's only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am your only salvation. I am our only salvation. Okay, so that's what happens if you refuse to take part in this. That's what happens.
You're
And then
on
Thing with the
in
hands
the woods.
gets upset because you
And at the
bring
end of
them
that path-
a new perspective.
Oh.
Load, because I want you to meet specifically that princess.
Load.
Yeah, load, and then click that, and just head to the do whatever, like head to the cabin, and then do whatever you want. But that is what happens if you refuse to take part in what's happening.
I guess we will. Oh well. Cabin it is.
Cabin it is.
A warning before you go any further.
Oh my
She
God.
will lie, she will cheat, and she
I
won't
heard
be a
that.
problem.
Oh.
Proceed to the cabin.
Cold is dead set. You know what? I'm a slayer too. Why not?
Oh, Cold doesn't give a shit because he's a stone cold killer, just
Interior
like
of
you.
the cabin is cold. A soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time.
Ooh, yeah, you're right.
Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
I'm gonna take the...
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
No shit. I know the mirror's gonna be some bullshit. There you go.
Yeah,
Say.
it's just gonna disappear.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see.
Hell yeah, we going down. I got my little knifey knife.
As you descend the final step, the form of the
Oh,
princess
should we
comes into view. A skeletal body
Job well done.
lying in a heap on the floor, its wrists
We can
still
go home
bound to the
now.
wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your
Hello.
thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep
no.
set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin. And finally,
Hi, sister.
the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? Ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I had some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
No, thank
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to. At a moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade.
you. Yeah.
It's like you're slashing at air. No matter how many times you stab her, no matter how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
You're adorable when you're confused. But I didn't say you could touch me.
Oh, period. We love her keeping her
Why are you
boundaries.
even here? Just making sure you finished the job, or what?
If I knew I'd have to talk to you. Slaying you. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you. I would happen. Why am I different? Yeah, that's a good question.
You don't look dead, Keller.
That's why I just fucking.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are. I've tried to leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here. I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here.
Oh, sister. Step.
And you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride.
Ooh.
After all, you owe me.
I don't owe you shit.
Absolutely not.
I don't owe you
Is she
shit.
asking if she can possess us?
I'm not letting
She
you do
is.
that shit.
And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly. You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
That makes me want to do it more.
Ah, interesting. That's why I wanted you to meet this one, because this one's interesting.
Alright, I'm gonna let her do it. I'll wait for you, but I'm gonna let her do it.
Sounds good. Sounds good right there. I'm back. Sounds great.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
Can you fight the narrator?
Thanks for the body, killer.
Okay.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
Yeah.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Ooh. ASMR.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Get up. You've still got a job to do.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
Thank you.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor? Are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass,
Yeah? Go on. Finish the thought. What are you?
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
Do you have to deal with this annoying bickering all the time?
And that's on mental illness.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too. I'm clearly the same thing you are.
Hopefully they'll all go away once we leave this place. I don't know how you can tolerate all of this noise.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there, like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
Burn.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess
I think
is
she
nowhere
means
to be
a
seen.
ghost.
Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
Like, I don't think she means he's
Because
like
I'm in
her
here with all of you.
all the time.
Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
He does not like when you do anything she likes.
Oh,
she wants
shut
to do.
up. Stop trying to manipulate everyone. Or don't, actually. It doesn't really matter. Because you won't be around to do this for much longer.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Leave the place. Slay the princess. I can't think straight.
Then don't think. Just move.
One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
I guess we'll just have to see what happens when we leave. But if I'm stuck in here, I'll be making some renovations. It's too crowded.
Damn. I'm leaving.
Your
Sayonara.
legs weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still
So
pervades
shady.
them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
Ooh.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world. Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn? Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
It's because he can't stop me. Why do you think he sent you here?
Dang.
I hate to admit it, but she's not wrong. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Trudge forward.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
Finally! Finally!
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling.
Still hot.
Let's see what happens next.
I take.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it. And then the door groans open. You collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up.
Where did
Yes?
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose. But what about us? Are we just
I love
stuck
that we're still
here
holding the knife.
nowhere
Yes.
forever? We're still here.
Oh.
Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Alright, let's see if I'm stuck with you forever.
Oh, you feel lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
Guess not. All's well that ends well, right? You lived up to your end of the bargain, so I'll live up to mine. Thanks.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
Oh.
Bye! Bye! You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory is
She's gone.
So now you remember everything.
Where does she go? Should we try and find her? Is that a... Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. I'm just gonna approach the mirror. Approach the mirror. Been here before.
Silence, so the voices go away. Then that's it,
Yeah.
yeah. You've grown.
Ooh.
You're like loaded now.
Yeah. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin, I guess. You're at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
What would it be like to change like this?
There's two of those. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you. And there's you've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why? I think that's interesting.
Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
You got the point.
Well, that kind of does tell you something about its nature, right? Whatever it is,
Yeah.
is it's like it's not violent for no reason.
The vessels are a weave of emotion at odds with themselves, but they are only perspectives. They are not me.
She wants you
The
to bring
wounds they've
different-
suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before.
She wants you to bring
I
different
would be
versions of the
alone
princess's
and without
perspective.
sensation.
Oh.
I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence. Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
This is cool. I like this. I'm gonna bring her the princess alive.
Yeah, I think you can ask more. Oh, what are your thoughts on this vessel? Somewhere there. Like you can ask her what she thinks of the ghost.
Do you have any thoughts on this?
Yeah.
vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have. But that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for an understanding heart.
She was kind.
Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
Ask all you want.
This is all done. Do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am. What I am is different from what I was.
Okay, poet.
I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed that, but every time you continue, it'll close off the options that you did before.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, because we haven't done that many to run into it,
Oh.
but eventually we'll start being like, okay, we can't do this anymore.
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry. There are no wrong answers. And every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Oh, I can play this for hours.
Yeah, I really, really like this game. I think it's amazing.
Okay, I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
That part gets me. Every time. It's like, right.
I like your bug because I
You're
pulled my
on a
game to be
path
here.
in the woods,
my coworker got me this.
and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Alright,
You're
now I'm gonna
here
just
to
let her
slay
out.
her.
Now I'm just gonna let her out and see what
A
happens.
different perspective.
I'm gonna just go to the cavern. I'm not even gonna say shit to
You make your way up.
the narrator.
She will
Yeah, so
lie.
we know that
We're
he's
gonna
full
go
of shit,
through
though.
it. Ignore him.
I don't wanna hear shit from nobody. I'm letting this princess out.
We know that the narrator's full of shit. The princess
The
might be
interior
full
of the
of shit.
cabin is
We're not
almost
sure.
entirely bare.
And you know
The
what I'm
blade
gonna do?
is your implement.
I'm not even gonna bring the blade.
Oh my god.
I am fully on her side.
Okay.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing as
Yeah, I
her
got it.
voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Oh, she's
Different now.
Hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Uh-oh.
what?
It's all part
We're not
of the
gonna have sex
manipulation.
with the princess.
Your play.
That's not what's happening. I'm here to
How
save
many
you.
times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Boing.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay footloose, not riding on me.
Keep it in your pants, brother.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
So she's
I
very
hope you
different
brought
this
something
time.
to deal with these chains.
Poor Kay.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
And we're about to break.
Hold on, listen. I'll see what I can do. Examine the chains. Yeah, I'm gonna help her
Only
out.
making this
Okay.
more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
The narrator's like, grr.
Very upset.
You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
You guessed right.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
If there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Okay.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Oh.
You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Uh-oh.
Is someone else here?
Let me out
Your
of here.
shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, it's okay.
Until the test is done.
Oh, he's trying to force you.
Uh,
Go ahead, try it.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Alright, we're shit out of luck,
Make your way
princess.
to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so
Tea is
much
good temperature,
easier
by the way.
if you'd just
What?
taken the
The tea is good
blade
temperature, by
like
the
you
way.
were supposed to.
For drinking. Doesn't mean go fast. It just goes slow, but it's good.
Hold on, gamers. Oh, not on there.
Just be careful.
I just wanted to.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
What did you think I was gonna try to do? Just like
She barely her teeth Berlin with the determination of a trap.
I'm sorry.
She rips her flesh from her bone. A sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or you
Bro.
could use it to free her.
We're gonna free her.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
We're freeing her. Just say
Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better
Oh
judgment,
my God.
you place the blade against the man.
Why can you cut the chain?
On the princess, cut into her flesh.
Damn.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
No!
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Search.
Search?
Yeah, scroll down.
Stop that.
Maybe I shouldn't have said that, maybe. But this is what you wanted to help her, right?
I do.
Hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it! Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist. Oh yeah, I'm gonna resist. Tell you I'm gonna resist.
The blade! Move the blade! As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing flesh and sinew.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake. Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
He's being a little, like,
I'm
vindictive.
sorry.
Oh. I mean, I think one would have just sufficed.
Does she?
Yeah, she doesn't know what she's doing.
Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one
I wanted to
last
bring you
thrust
to
of
the-
the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, she seems very upset about
Yeah.
carving a huge
You're
hole
on
in your
path
chest.
in the woods, and at the end you're here to slay her.
I'm getting terrible. Proceed to the cabin. I'm gonna let her free regardless.
Oh,
really?
I wonder what it says there.
Before you go any further, she will lie. If only
I
you
know.
knew what villain. Excuse me? Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love. Last time? What are you talking about?
Ooh.
I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not enough to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Let's see. Oh, princess.
What's up, babe?
Honey, I'm home.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant.
Ah.
Its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries.
Nice and fancy
A
dancy this
prison
time.
befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
To not take it. And to not take it. She trusts me more when
The
I'm
door
not.
to the basement creaks
Ooh.
open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
Okay, Game of Thrones.
but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Stop!
I like how it's
soft
nice,
voice
but
carries
it's
up
like,
the
it's
stairs.
still like, oh, you know what, you'd be doing her a favor.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love. Okay, I'm with you that we should do whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much.
I like how people or the hero is just as done with him as he was with like the other one.
Yeah. It's like,
We
stop.
don't
broken,
know
yeah.
the princess.
The
We
broken.
can still do right by her.
Like, we're gonna help.
Yes,
but
for
Jesus
everyone's
Christ.
sake, I'm not in love. Just
For everyone's sake, you're not in
that her
love.
charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs.
Wow, she's
you
got a
lock eyes
fancy
with the
dress
princess.
on.
She's got fancy dress,
There's a
anime
heavy chain
eyes.
around her wrist,
That's it.
binding
You
her.
around.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Can I put my...
Yeah. Right here.
No, but yeah, just that. Thank you.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
You want some more?
It's
There's more in
you,
the pot.
my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that?
She said we're dashing, and she called us a hero.
I like how they're both.
Look, she called us.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you?
No.
That's right, villain. And you killed us.
Was it me?
Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Horrible for you, maybe. But we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is.
Oh my god.
Hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
We never saw a world end. And now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Okay. You healed me last time and it hurt a lot.
Why did you do that?
I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? I have to ask. Did you end the world after you killed me back here? I'm gonna have to rat him out.
He was pushed to such drastic action. It was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
That's because she's perfect.
She has someone like him telling her what to do. She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Well, we know she doesn't have little voices because she told us.
Exactly. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Thank you.
Frags. Before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world? I feel like if I question her too much, she's gonna be a psycho.
Well,
I didn't have.
do what you think is right, sister.
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
No, I don't. I have
No.
Honestly, the world sucks. We rather play and I hope you brought.
The princess's eyes quiver as she waits for your response.
I didn't end the world? I didn't end the world.
She's clearly just saying what she thinks you want to hear.
Or she's innocent. How could a beauty like her be capable of ending the world? It's not rational.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Said no woman ever.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
You wouldn't.
I would. I'd listen to it if I were you.
He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. When one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Oh my god.
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world?
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. It's the only thing you've ever doubted, the actual truth.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I want you to tell me what you want. There must be something you want to leave.
That sounds perfect.
Okay.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
I like to think that you do, actually. I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it.
I like how the
Moping
hero's
is
still a
the
little
only
bit like...
recourse you love blind
Okay.
fools, so let's- You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right, it isn't fair, but the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Do you think you can open it? I think we can open it if we try together. I think I got it. Let's try again.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs and the blade, that's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
You're not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
We wanted?
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step out.
A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go?
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Oh, quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Ooh.
Nope. Take a chance to make her that jacket normal you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where does she go? Should we try and find her? Is that a... Why is it here? Why now?
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. There's gone now. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in. You're weird.
Shit's happening.
You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Aw, you're at the
Ooh, excuse me.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same. It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me? It will, in time, but you still have a ways to go before we are done. Know that I hold no malice for you. This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
damn.
That's a little sad.
Yeah, right?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you. remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. But know that I do not wish you harm, even if you attempt to destroy me.
Okay. What does destroy your body mean?
Destroy yourself. It's like suicide.
Ow.
Try it. If you are interested,
Wait.
yeah. Click an empty spot. There you go. Now you hit 2 or hit return. Go for it. You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Damn it.
So you're immortal here, basically. She might be too, right? Because you tried to attack her, and it's like, nah, that doesn't.
Yeah. She was like,
That don't do.
you tried.
This is why it's a power
I
shot.
will be here.
I'm gonna go
when
back.
It's time for us to meet again.
That's what I think of it.
Okay. So I didn't want to like taint your playthrough last time, but do you see that what you choose changes her? It's not just like what you say. It's like if you bring the knife, you're
She's
like
immediately aggressive.
yeah, she's like defensive at least, right?
Yeah.
And if you don't, then she's more gentle. It's like everything you do kind of influences her.
Yeah. I like this game a lot.
It's fucking cool.
I can't wait.
It's a fucking cool
If we're
game.
over it, we can move on. But I like it a lot. I would definitely.
You're on a you're hit.
I'm just gonna go.
You can hit tab and skip stuff that you've already heard.
Ah. Turn around and leave.
You can try turning around and
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. A warning. She will lie. We're not going to go ignore
So
him.
we've
He
we've
doesn't know
seen
what he's talking about.
what happens when you turn around and leave the second time.
I'm gonna bring the knife down.
She's like you didn't bring me anything, and she gets upset.
Yeah.
But if you turn around and leave the first time, we didn't see that. Like if you never meet her in the first place.
What do you mean? Like now?
Yeah.
Oh well.
I mean it's okay.
It's
You can also load and go back if you want. So.
No, it's okay. It's there. I'm gonna bring the knife, but I'm not. I'm gonna let her go. Let's
Okay.
See what that.
Yeah,
The
let's see
interior
what
of the
that
cabin
does.
is a blade is your implement. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather
You
difficult
see that
to
it's
slay
cool,
the
right? Like it's
princess
all
and
about
save the world
choices
without
and
it.
like
Yeah.
how the different choices affect her and how they affect you too, because you're changing too, but it's not really.
The door to the
Make a big
basement
deal about
creaks
that?
open. Her voice, Carn.
Who's there?
Yeah, she's immediately like.
She sounds
She's hostile,
dangerous.
yeah, or defensive.
Don't let it fool you. It's all
Hey, I think I'm gonna kill you.
Hi, I think I'm gonna kill you.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
And little things that you don't realize, like they do affect.
downstairs and lock eyes with
Some
the
stuff.
princess. She's so coldly
There are big
beautiful.
changes and little changes. It's very.
Focus
it's
on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this. The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed.
I like how much of a bitch he
We'll
is.
be fine.
We'll be
Don't
fine.
know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Relationship, are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship. Too long.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Oh.
You can't. Don't bother.
Stop.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. She is.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Yup.
You know why you're here. You have to be kidding. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to...
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally... You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock.
He's doing his
sliding
bullshitting.
into place. Is someone else here? Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess, not slay.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
I bet this
Watch
changes
me.
her too.
It's up to his bullshit again. So all you can do is warn her. She's cut
Stop
off.
that.
Slaying her at this point.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
So this is a little bit like the damsel, but this princess is different.
Yeah.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're
But she'll
doing your
only know
best to
what to
help
do.
me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark. and you die. I hope it was worth it.
It was. Prisoner. Dumb prisoner.
You're on a path. You're here to slay.
Yeah. Proceed to the cabin. I'm gonna just let this happen.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
I think the skeptic might be one of my favorites. If I remember correctly.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'ma take the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Not gonna kill him.
Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice,
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I was just here yesterday.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease. You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions I've been here for.
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Oh.
Inspects the ship.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Oh, not the empty.
Why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck in like she is? And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist in? I don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate. But what if he's telling the truth? He isn't. I am.
Let it go or expect the free chain?
I'm gonna let it
Good.
go.
Forget you ever saw it. Nice try, but I won't. Specifically because you told me to.
Oh, are we talking about that?
I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll fill you in. Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
That kind
And
of
now
blows.
you're back.
Yeah.
Is that really all she knows?
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
Are you chilling?
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something.
There you go.
I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
So you've already been here. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
It's complicated things how, exactly?
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion.
We did that.
The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
A contingency for what?
For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
That's pathetic.
I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
I won't.
Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter.
Yeah, sure. We'll see about that.
Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
So what do you think, sister?
I want to get her out of there, but it doesn't look like it's.
Well, maybe she has a plan.
Let me borrow that knife. Don't worry, you'll get it back.
But in my hands?
That's
My hands are in
she
my
seems
ears.
confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing.
Oh, cute. She's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious. In case you need to hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be unwise to give away your only weapon.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
So, what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
I'm not giving you the weapon. I can get you out of here and not give you. You know what? I trust her.
Slide it over.
Okay.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Till you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place.
You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you?
Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world. Right? Oh, worry. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you? A little? You got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly as she raises the blade to her throat. What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own.
No.
Oh. I don't watch him.
Her eyes stare
My sister's a little fucked up.
Yeah. She feels through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her.
Yeah, I got it.
She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that?
Huh. So that's her play. Killing herself? She isn't dead yet.
Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her
I mean, you
neck
could have started with your hand. I guess.
opens.
That's fine.
The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and
Sound
tears
effects.
until finally it falls to the floor.
Oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please, tell me we can put it back.
The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead.
Congratulations, you saved the world. Are you sure she's not winking at us?
Obviously not. She is thoroughly deceased.
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please?
Of course, the princess's little world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
We should take her with us, don't you think?
What? No,
I'm taking her with
you
us,
shouldn't
yep.
do that. Why would you do that?
I can think of lots of reasons. A trophy, proof of our victory. Hell, we could even give her a proper burial. She did save the world, right?
You don't need proof. You don't need a trophy, and she doesn't deserve a burial. Just leave.
Damn.
Even after all that, you're still not satisfied, are you? Something is still motivating you to keep things the way you want them.
I'm just eager to put this all behind us and give you your reward. Stop reading into things. The danger has passed. You can relax.
I'm just keeping myself sharp. I'm not so eager to put my guard down.
I am. I'm on team, let's put this all behind us, so can we leave already?
Yeah, I'm taking her with. Oh!
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
She didn't. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... oh, wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
I didn't
This
do
is
this,
the
that's
end
why I
of the
got
world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already... over? Is he gone?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
Oh no.
Oop.
Sheesh.
Yoink.
I'll take that. not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Approach the mirror. Washi washi. Oh, skinny.
You've unraveled.
Oh. Or unraveled.
You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You
Aww.
are at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
I have no idea.
I think that's an answer.
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me, short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Your guess is as good as mine.
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact he does. I don't know why, but I'm going. Or I don't know what I'm going to do.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
You see how you keep changing when you look in the mirror?
Yeah. It's weird.
Doesn't look great though. It seems like it keeps getting worse.
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Good point, hands lady. Do you want to play infinite patty cake?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Oh, shut up.
She doesn't know what she's doing until it's ready to be done.
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Is that because she's dead, or is that because she's infinity, apparently?
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time. I'll wait with you.
There's no waiting forever. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One.
1.
Whatever you bring me next will be enough.
Huh.
And then gravity will pull the others back
Goodness.
to me.
Okay, which one do we do?
I'll be
It will be
singular.
A
A
final multitude.
Okay, I'm gonna go back now.
That's heavy.
One more vessel?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't.
The next time I see you,
Oh, it's gonna do the
each of
noise
us will
again.
finally
Yes, it
know
is.
what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
It's horrible. It's awful. I hate that.
I kind of love it because I hate it.
Oh.
Gratuitous vessel.
Bring the princess.
You're on a path.
All right.
here to
Everything
slay
you bring her has a little achievement like
If-
that. It's just I haven't seen that one.
Let's see. Okay.
So you gotta think, man. What do you want to do?
Um.
You can try turning around.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Well, yes, I definitely know her.
Actually, pretty okay with the world ending.
I really shouldn't.
There
Okay.
won't be a new dawn if the world ends. There'll just be nothing forever.
Okay.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cab. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around again and leave again.
Really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
We haven't met anyone else. We've been here for a while.
Oh, come on. Turn. I'm leaving.
Quietly gets down the path.
Right? That's
It's up to you. Yeah, whatever you want.
But I want to walk. Yeah, I want to walk away.
You wanna walk away? Yeah.
Your silence is deafening.
I'm leaving.
But fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came. The cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll start walking in a different direction again if I'm not going to. Yeah.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. It's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Stranger.
You're on a path in the
There's a
woods.
wall.
At the end of that path, you're here to sleep. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
No, she's saying you can't do that. You gotta go.
Whatever.
Oh
my
warning.
God.
Before you go any further, she will lie.
I
If we're
know.
stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her.
Contrarian.
Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind. The cabin interior.
Oh my God.
Confusing patchwork
Shit's weird.
of cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. Good as any knife against the world-ending monstrosity anyway. No, we take in the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that. But when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho! You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job. So you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
I'm not gonna take the blade, because he's gonna just throw it down anyway.
It's up to you. It's all up to you.
The door to the basement creaks open,
Wow.
revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong. And the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get. Your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it. The kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably the voice. A disquieting collage of tone and personality drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. But whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin its day.
Stairs to the left that are harsh, center staircase, soft stairs to the right.
I'm gonna take dead
Step
center.
onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own staircases, and so on. You aren't quite sure if yours is taking you up or down, but at the very least, it's taking you somewhere. You concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides. You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to yours once you've made a decision that took you someplace else. And so you take one careful, focused step after another. 1 foot down, another foot down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following what looks to be the true path, the one that cuts straight down, or up, or maybe sideways. But no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears. You can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as... What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well,
That was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Well, I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that!
I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back?
Again? Have you been here before?
Should we tell him? Nah, let him stew. Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left. Until? It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. It's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger.
Now what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? We'd always start by retrieving the blade. Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back through those stairs. Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to go and get it. I don't think we're going to be able to put her back.
Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her.
It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
Is this a quiz? If you're here, then surely you know why I'm here.
But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it.
Boy, we both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster, and the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
Nah. Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers?
Oh, she
Can't
broke the
even follow what's
contrarian.
going on.
We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful.
I just want to live my life.
I'm not going to dance for you. Besides, you already know what I'm going to do.
If you want to put an end to me, then put an end to me.
Not a single real answer.
At least aside from this blood and destruction, it's infuriating, isn't it? Whose buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under? Not exactly how I put it, but I don't disagree. There must be something we can do. Asking questions just seems to make things worse. This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different?
Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
Okay.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead and others, they just don't fit.
It's like me and my voices.
Places they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart and fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
Oh my god.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
Nice. But you'll never know till you hear your reply. She's gone, memory
She's gone.
returns.
Where did she go? Is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Oh man, I'm gonna be a mess, aren't I? You approach the mirror. Let's see. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always retains you, but you need to see what's in it. Oh.
You are nothing at all.
Oh, scary. Nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Oh shit!
Am I the man? And Carn slides things into the mirror, displaying the image in the glass.
Boom!
Then another crack forms, another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Then another up. So you're the narrator. I have so many questions!
Scroll down. You have so much that you can
Does
ask.
it hurt when pieces of sleep break off? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Every time I ask you something, it's like pieces breaking. Are you a part of me? You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why? I've met you many times. I wasn't... Oh my goodness, I'm overwhelmed. What is this place? Where are we?
Construct.
A construct.
It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done. And it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through. The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world. But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
I hate it. So you're the narrator.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
I'm scared.
So basically, to break it down, you can ask questions about yourself, you can ask questions about the narrator, or you can ask questions about the princess. So, like, what do you want to know? And you have limited questions.
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Whoa. Every time you ask something, more questions show up. So you can ask about what the long quiet is. You can comment about being a god.
She is the shifting round, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can, so I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task. You will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone. Light, burdenless, an eternal pattern of forgetfulness leading into the joys of rediscovery. Everyone will be with the ones they love. No more fear, no more howling chaos. Just life, forever. There's a cruel irony to it all. The only way I could share my dream with the world was to never be able to see it for myself. No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
There's a lot. There's extra stuff every time.
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end. If you actually knew what she was from the start, if you knew her capabilities, a single intrusive thought could have instantly ended the entire world.
The new stuff doesn't just show up at the end. It's like all over the place.
I do. People out there are me. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that. Of course there could be worse. I saw a glimpse of a better world, and I did what I could to make it real. Anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
Lie, rest easy.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away. You know what you have to do.
So this is all you.
Wake up.
You are the long quiet, a vast, amazing God. It's finally time for you to wake up.
One last time. Oh my god, what am I gonna do? I don't know. When you rise to the heart of the thing, there's no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's
Nothing
for you to
here.
find. Where's arm leading?
There she is.
Okay. Okay, period.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am. Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echoes spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
So she's not just death.
So,
That's the part
will
he
you
was
attempt
afraid
to
of.
destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
I don't know. You can save. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Video game cheating for the win.
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict. If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Uh-oh. This is from her perspective
There is
now.
no beginning to them.
And that's what you look like. You're like this, like
There is only
darkness.
At every moment you hold every possible sensation at once, and then you hold them all again. And in the end, you returned it to me. For a brief moment, you were everything.
Oh.
A chaos that needed ordering. But without chaos, there is no reason.
I'm scared.
You see the pain. To you, sister. I couldn't understand you then, but I think I understand you now. Remain silent.
I saw with a single pair of eyes what I needed dozens to comprehend. And now here we are, each with millions of eyes, and all of them opening to what we are. To question everything is to deny proof of the reality that lies
This
in
is the
front of you.
prison.
To live alone within the caverns of your mind is to trap yourself in them forever. But you did not live alone. You found me, And we held trust in each other for no reason than to believe in something that wasn't us. Cold skepticism turned to liberation, but it required a journey to blossom. Though you have blossomed, do you have no more journeys left to make? What of those in the spaces beyond? Would you erase the path ahead to hold everyone still? Conflict and discomfort are the final flow of everything between us. To deny it is to deny your truth. Your letter takes a stake into your body. And another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever, consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back. But you say nothing. A shiver passes through you as unseen fingers, cold as the grave, dance across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they do not return it. I offer you a path to your redemption, and you take my hand in yours. You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was you to set me free. Without sin, there is no redemption. And so your quietude continues. Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, you still have who you started with. A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that feel it. If you do not feel it, then there is no need for you to struggle against it. Let go. Leave with me. If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world.
Crash between the Bates begin to shake and rapidly disappear.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
I'm gonna flare.
Even now you think you can destroy me. If it takes all of eternity to break your delusion, I will still break it.
You don't have to face her alone.
Voice of the hero. Where's everybody else?
They're still where you left them, stuck in the folds of this place. Part of me is with them, just like part of me is with you right now. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Then let's go. And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not. Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
No time for chitter
Stairs.
chatter.
Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
We both know why you're here. You don't have to draw it out for my sake.
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. That sight brings me back. You're going to do it then, aren't you? You're really going to kill me.
Yep.
You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
So this is it then. Let's see this through.
My sister's stone cold.
So, that's how it is.
Damn.
Whatever world you want to build without me, I hope it works out. Despite our differences, I've always loved you, and I wish you nothing but the best.
Aww. You blink and the princess is gone. All you have left of her is a small,
Melancholic weight.
thank you, melancholic weight that sits at the border of your heart. Oh. Whatever actions brought you and the princess into being was rough and jagged and left each of you with a piece of each other. By destroying her once and for all, you also destroyed a part of yourself, but the world hasn't ended. Things continue
She's
on.
gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
Nope, she's not.
Then we did what we set out to do. Come on, let's get going. We don't need to linger down here anymore.
Okay. Leave the basement behind. Then the stairs. And then you leave the cabin itself.
It's quiet here.
Oh, I'm quiet, actually.
Outside are an empty canvas, but there is even more to see beyond this place. The fruits of your labor, a world free from death.
No more death.
The body of an ancient creature stirs through hibernation, and you feel a sensation in limbs you once you couldn't fathom. Everything here is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonizing tension to a finite prison. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
All at once, the unyielding tension gives way. Oh hell! Love that! And then the shattering word free, but before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality, a new absolute reality, one forged by your will and by a long and arduous cycle, thank you, of bloodshed that has stained your hands countless times over. But there will be no more bloodshed in this new world.
It's finally over, isn't it? And all of us are still here.
Aww.
I knew I'd finally see it through. All it takes to be a winner is grit and determination.
Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up siding with him? That wasn't very hard at all. Speak for yourself.
I hope this was all worth it, because I'm personally inconsolable.
Aw, yes.
You have forever to get over it. Hear, hear, to our vanquished foe.
Well then, I guess the only thing left to do is figure out what happens next.
Wow.
That is one of the endings of Slay the Princess.
Awesome.
It's a fucking cool game.
I liked it.
I know, isn't it fucking great?
Aw, snap. Oh.
What's this artist? I don't know what this is. I guess you could search for this on YouTube or something. I don't know. It's the music, but you can't like play it.
Oh.
Change the main menu. There you go.
Very cool.
Cool game, eh?
10 out of 10.
I know. I thought that was pretty cool.